Hey, you.
Hey. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Okay. I was gonna call you at the office today.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
What about?
Have great news.
You do?
Yes. Guess what?
What?
I'm not pregnant.
You're not? It started?
This morning I was just late.
Oh, yes. Gosh, you know, that's a relief. That's wonderful.
Oh, I know.
You know, I was thinking the other day, what would we do if we had another kid? I don't know, put him in the back bedroom? I mean, you know, build a closet? I don't know. Why?
It is great. But still, we have to talk.
About what?
Ever since the doctor took me off the pill, we haven't been careful enough.
Aw, come on, we're careful.
We're not careful enough.
What? When?
Remember when the Oilers beat the Raiders?
Yeah, well, okay, all right. So, we're not always careful.
It's not good, Geraldo. We have to do something. I've been thinking, maybe I should get my tubes tied.
Another operation? No, I can't let you go through that.
Well, there is an alternative.
Whoa, wait. No.
But Geraldo, a vasectomy is just a tiny little operation.
Well, yeah, maybe to you it is, sure. I mean, it's not your equipment.
Don't you care about us?
Hey, of course I care about us. But, just keep away from down there.
Do you really want me to stay away from down there?
You know what I'm talking about. That sort of talk makes me nervous.
Listen, it's not a big deal. You know how I know it's not a big deal? Steve Loomis.
What about Steve?
Well, he had a vasectomy 6 months ago.
Well, yeah, he mentioned it, so?
Well, Kathy and we've been talking. She gave me his doctor's name.
Oh, geez, Linda.
Well, he's an expert on a new technique they're using. I thought we might go and talk with him.
No, I don't want you talking to him. I just don't want you getting embarrassed.
Oh. Well, would you go and talk with him?
Geraldo is one of a number of men from all walks of life who are considering a vasectomy. This safe and reliable form of birth control is becoming an even more attractive option, thanks to a new procedure that's new in the U.S. but proven on over 10 million Chinese men. This is the no-scalpel vasectomy. The technique is very straightforward. The basis of all vasectomies is blocking or severing the tiny tubes, or vasa, that carry sperm to where they mix with semen. The no-scalpel procedure allows the surgeon to get to the tubes without incisions. First, the doctor locates the tubes under the skin of the scrotum, then administers a local anesthetic to numb the entire area. A sharp-tipped instrument is used to pierce the scrotal skin, then gently stretch a small opening through which the first tube can be exposed. The vas is lifted out and blocked through this opening. Then, the second tube is exposed, lifted out, and blocked through this same small opening. No stitches are needed to close the tiny wound, which will quickly heal without scarring.
And that's all there is to it. There's very little blood, and the patient can return to normal life in a day or two.
How long does it take?
Well, since I've been doing the no-scalpel technique, I can do a vasectomy much faster than I used to. It only takes about 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, you don't need to rush, cut the wrong thing, or...
No, don't worry, I take enough time, and since there's less bruising of the tissues and no need for stitches, there's less discomfort afterwards.
Afterwards, okay, but during, that's what worries me.
Well, with any vasectomy, there is some discomfort when the anesthetic is administered. But the no-scalpel vasectomy uses an improved anesthesia technique. It numbs a larger area, so the operation should be painless.
I know a guy who had a vasectomy once, and, well, he had some problems.
Well, did it fall off, or...?
No, not that, but, you know, there was pain, swelling. He had to go back to the doctor again.
Well, it sounds to me like a hematoma. A hematoma is when blood collects under the skin. It can be uncomfortable. A hematoma usually doesn't happen even during the traditional vasectomy, but it happens even less with the no-scalpel technique.
Oh, I've got a question. It's not a medical question. None of this hematoma stuff. I figure you do what you got to do. Call me when it's over. Now, Doc, is this going to change me?
Yes, John, I'm afraid it will. After the vasectomy, you won't be able to have children.
Well, yeah. I figured all that out, but what I mean is this going to change me? You know what I mean. You're a doctor.
No, John, it won't change you. Your hormones and sex drive will be exactly the same. Your erections and ejaculations will be the same. You won't be singing soprano. You won't walk funny. Your sexual abilities will be exactly as before. The only difference, you won't be able to get your partner pregnant. In fact, many men say that sex is better. It's more relaxed and more enjoyable when they and their partners don't have to worry about an unwanted pregnancy. You never know, John, this may open a whole new set of doors for you.
Well, that's okay. I just don't want to shut any of the doors I've already got open.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, I guess so.
Yeah, thanks for asking that.
Any other questions?
Is it foolproof? I mean, once we have this done, is that it? No more worries?
Well, no vasectomy is failure-proof. That's why we do tests to make sure that the procedure was successful.
But you know that right away, don't you?
Actually, no. It'll take 20 ejaculations just to get rid of the sperm you've already manufactured. After that, we take a sperm count to make sure the vasectomy was successful. But before the sperm count says you're safe, you've got to use some other form of birth control.
20 ejaculations? Wow.
That could take years.
Well, the no-scalpel procedure is no more or less likely to fail than any other vasectomy technique. Remember, it's just a special technique to get to the tubes. They block them the same way regardless of the technique of entry. That also means that just like a regular vasectomy, it's considered a permanent operation.
But I have heard of vasectomies being reversed.
They can be, but it might not work, and it's an expensive procedure. If you're already thinking about getting your vasectomy reversed, maybe you'd better think about it a little more.
Getting it reversed? I wouldn't have another child if they paid me. Look what it did to his hair.
I don't think there's any medical connection between children and gray hair, John.
Yeah, well, you haven't met my kids.
Where do I sign up?
Honestly, gentlemen, before making an appointment, I'd like you all to take some time to think about what we've discussed. I've got some literature here for you that recaps the issues and the benefits of the no-scalpel technique, as well as a diagram of the procedure. Talk things over with your wives. It's best if this is a joint decision. Be absolutely certain that you don't want to have any more children. And if you have any other questions, feel free to contact me.
Doc, can I have an extra one of these to send to my cousin? I think he'd be really interested in talking to you when he comes into town.
Where does he live?
On Middleton, about 3 hours away.
Well, I'll talk to him if he has any questions, but I think he may be better off getting a conventional vasectomy from an experienced local physician. Perhaps we can track a doctor down who's doing the no-scalpel technique closer to where he lives.
Oh, I thought you were the only one that did it.
No, not at all. There are quite a few doctors who have learned the no-scalpel vasectomy. And there are a lot more of us every day.
Well, so then there really is nothing exotic about all of this.
Nothing at all.
Here, I thought we were on the cutting edge.
Hey, watch it with the sharp words, okay?
Cutting edge.
Oh, hi.
Oh, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm all right.
So, what did you find out?
Well, you know, it's not going to be as bad as I thought.
Oh, good. Matthew, turn that down. So,
Okay.
let me get your breath. I think we've learned about this technique a little too late.
You know, watch how you talk about my kids.
Your kids?
Mm-hmm. So listen, this is how it goes.
The no-scalpel vasectomy, a safe, reliable, and permanent form of family planning. If your family is just the size you want it, the no-scalpel vasectomy may be right for you. Contact your physician for more information.